I love the toad.
Look at the new mic.
Man.
Hey, man, that was pretty awesome, man. I want to experience that again.
Mike's aura is just blasting off the...
Yeah, really?
Yeah, man.
What do you think, Doc?
You're shining, man.
Doc is an awesome guy.
Well, hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Hotboxin with Mike Tyson. I am Eben, Britton.
And I'm Mike Tyson.
There he is, my brother. How are you today, man?
Hey, man, this is awesome. We have such an interesting guest today.
Oh, man, dude, strap on your seatbelts, brother.
I know.
Well, we've got Dr. Gerardo Sandoval Isaac, or Dr. Gerry for short.
Yep.
Dr. Gerry.
Yep.
Man, it is so awesome to have you in here today.
No, it's such an honor to be here, really. It's a privilege. It's like a dream come true to be here, besides Mike and
Thank
huge
you, Doc.
fan, brother.
Thank you very much.
Hell yeah, man. That's
yeah.
so awesome. See how Mike brings people together? It's pretty amazing. And he offers this platform to educate and have awesome conversations like we're going to have today.
No, thank you, Mike.
Just as a start, we're here at the ranch. We are very all about the positive message of cannabis as a medicine. You know, our country is slowly coming to realize the medicinal benefits of cannabis.
It's about time.
Right? And you, I know that you are, among other things, a cannabis advocate.
Absolutely.
On a base level.
Yes. I
But-
am promoting the use of cannabis and especially the medicinal properties of cannabis in Mexico. Huge fan of the RSO or
Yeah, Rick Simpson
Rick
oil.
Simpson oil.
Absolutely.
And, spreading
Awesome,
the
man.
medicine.
That's awesome, man. But even more fascinating is Bufo Alvarius. Now, tell
Bufo
us
Alvarius. Tell me about that.
tell us a little
That
bit.
sounds kind of exotic.
What is Bufo Alvarius?
Well, Bufo Alvarius is the scientific name of the Sonoran Desert Toad. This amazing being produces in its venom one of the, I think, the most or the strongest entheogen substance in the world.
A toad?
A toad, the venom of the toad. And we vaporize it in a pipe or in a device, and it really induces the strongest experience. It's like free base jumping into the heart of God.
Wow.
And coming back in just
Really?
20 minutes.
All right, so if that's all that. Where can I find this stuff?
That's an amazing description, man. So what we're talking about is 5-MeO-DMT.
That is the active compound. Yeah, the main compound in the venom of the toad. That is
Now,
correct.
For people who don't know, tell us what an entheogenic substance is.
Well, entheogen refers basically to any substance capable of generating God within the self.
Wow, that's pretty profound. I mean,
Yes.
simple definition.
And
for
we're not
something.
dealing in any religious, aspect. It's just like a spiritual experience by itself.
I've had my experiences with ayahuasca, which DMT is one of the main ingredients,
That is correct.
along with a MAO inhibitor,
Yep.
which they have to brew and
Exactly.
take for a long time
That is correct.
into this tea. And that has a very profound entheogenic effect. But something amazing about the Bufo Alvarius is that it just comes right out of this toad, ready to go pretty much.
That is correct. There is no need for human intervention. There's no decoction. It's Mother Nature's brew. And it not only contains 5-MeO-DMT, which is now called the God molecule, but also 20 different compounds, which at least half of them are unknown tryptamines. So, and I mean, this is Mother Nature's best brew. I believe this is the most updated and intelligent medicine available for us nowadays.
I want to get into what it does specifically as far as what it has been shown to help people with, what it's been shown to treat and cure even. But first, how did you come to this? How did you discover this incredible molecule?
Well, I was always fascinated by the pre-Hispanic sacred medicines of Mexico, and I heard about this toad that lives in the desert and that with just one puff it would take you right to it. So I had it like in a bucket list. I was like, I hope one day I get to meet this toad. And thanks to a very powerful experience with the peyote cactus in Mexico, I had an epiphany and I realized that I was born to become a doctor. So I bounced back to medicine school, and I had the honor of going to Oaxaca, which is the place where it's famous for its sacred mushrooms. So there's little Gerry, 16 years old, having a huge amount of these mushrooms from Oaxaca, and I literally went to source and came back. I defeated death. I had a very profound experience, and I was like, I have to meet more about these substances, no? So when I finished med school, I went back to this town of the sacred mushrooms, and I became the local doctor of that town. And living there as a doctor, 2 guys from the Bay Area said, "Hey, doc, like, are you fond of DMT?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm aware of DMT. Would you like to have a puff? Like, we've got some really good DMT." And I'm like, "Sure, why not?" Dude, it was a toad. Like, as soon as I came back from that puff, I was like, this is not DMT. I think this is a toad. I could like taste the toad. And I couldn't explain. I just knew with every single cell that was a toad. And they were like, "Yep, doc, that's the toad." And I'm like, I'm hooked, but not hooked in that way. I'm just in complete awe that one puff had the power of a gigantic dose of mushrooms. And without dealing with any physical symptoms or digestion or puking. No. It was just one puff and boom, I was there. And I had the strongest experience of my life. I was like, I'm going to dedicate my life in sharing this powerful medicine. And now it's been almost 14 years, more than 5,000 people served and still counting.
Wow, man. So as doctor in this little town, are you prescribing or are you suggesting to people or taking people on these ceremonies?
When I was a local doctor, I was like the medical officer in town, and the whole town is aware of the healing properties of the mushrooms. So there was basically no need for me to prescribe them. People come to this town every year on the rainy season to have the experience with the mushrooms.
Interesting.
So it was just like my starting point there, and from there I just I started giving lectures, and without knowing, I was traveling all over the world. No,
that's amazing.
It's been an honor.
What do you think, Mike? I mean, is 5-MeO, is the toad something you're into?
Yeah, big time.
Yeah,
I think that it would be awesome.
I think so too.
I also have tried this thing called combo, the frog medicine.
The tree frog.
The tree frog, the green monkey frog from the Amazon. And what I thought was interesting, comparing that to what you said about the toad and 5-MeO DMT, is that ingested any other way, it will poison you.
Yes.
What would be the effect if? Because I think it's funny, this idea of licking the toad.
Yeah, that's definitely the wrong idea.
You
that was an urban
that.
myth. No, you can't.
Don't
you
do
can't,
that.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
For sure.
Do not lick the toad.
I think that was a government imposed idea that got out just to hurt people. You know, like.
Yeah.
But at the end, you do not lick these animals. This medicine has to be vaporized or smoked. You need to have a torch lighter and a vaping device to fully inhale this medicine. Any other way, it's venom. It's the defense mechanism of the toad against any predator. But the only difference is that this toad, from the rest of the toads from all the world, instead of having like lethal poisons and stuff, it has 5-MeO DMT. So the predator has an experience while the toad runs away.
What do you have questions about, Mike?
I'm just wondering,
as you're prepping yourself.
Is there only one particular type of frog, the toad, that does this?
Yes.
Only one? You can't do any other toad?
No. And this toad is only found in a very small area of the planet. No, it's in the borderland between Mexico and America, right there. It's amazing.
Do you have to kill a toad to get venom?
We don't hurt the animals. I've been milking the toads for almost 14 years, and it's the same toads that I milk.
Yeah, good.
Yeah. Wow. So they live a while.
They live around 15 years.
Okay.
That's their lifespan normally.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now you have an organization.
That is correct.
A foundation.
Yep. I am the president and founder of the Bufo Alvarius Foundation in Mexico, and we're now in the process of acquiring land to designate them as natural sanctuaries so that the toads are protected in their natural habitat. Because sadly, nowadays, now that the people know that the toad has this amazing medicine, they're just rushing themselves to the Sonoran Desert and taking these toads out of their natural habitat and taking them home. When home is not the most suitable place for them, you know.
Right.
Any animal taken from its natural habitat and living in captivity, you're shortening its lifespan. They're going to die out of stress. You're not going to provide the same diet, and you know, you're affecting. And now people from the Sonoran Desert are being affected by these decreasing numbers. You know, the toad as a pest controller in the desert. So there's no toads. There's more pests, and farmers and people are complaining. You know?
Wow.
So it's sad.
Yeah, the grand effect of taking these animals out of their natural habitat. I'm
Same
sure.
thing with ayahuasca. You know, you go to Peru and there's areas where there's just acres and acres of jungle and there's no ayahuasca. People have to go way deeper, no, to
Yeah.
find the medicine.
I'm sure. Oy, well, that's why it's so important for guys like you to continue spreading this message and have your foundation where we can protect these medicines. Do you have any suggestions for people who are being called to this medicine? Is there anything people should understand in particular?
Don't steal a toad.
Exactly.
Don't steal the
exactly,
toads.
Mike. Yeah. Don't take the toads for sure. But I would definitely recommend you guys to pick the right facilitator, who to take this medicine with. Because there's a whole bunch of people now who are doing the wrong way.
Especially in LA.
And it's sad because, you know, this is such a profound experience. This is a sacred experience at the end. And I've seen, you know, people who are like vampires who are causing trauma with the medicine rather than healing. So I've been treating a whole bunch of people who have PTSD because they took the toad with the wrong person. So if you're going to take the toad, make sure it's someone with experience. I suggest someone with at least 10 years of experience. You know, someone in the medical field.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't have to be
So what
me.
happens if it's done wrong?
Well, you know, there are certain risks, Mike. Like people can vomit and they can suffocate. People have died because they have drowned, because they were not looking for them properly. Some people secrete a lot of, people who are healing secrete a lot of saliva and stuff, and it has to be, you know, there has been medical emergencies that a medical personnel would have saved them for sure.
Oh, man.
You know,
Or
so
that could have been avoided.
yeah, definitely. So it doesn't have to be me, but any other person, you know, like a nurse, a paramedic, and people, you know, people who can take over you for those 20 minutes. And those are the ideal candidates to have the experience with.
So you shouldn't do it by yourself.
No, definitely not.
Okay.
A proper set and setting at least. No, set and setting are giving you 80% of the whole experience. If you're in the right set, in the right setting, it's almost guaranteed 80% that you're going to have a positive experience.
Amazing.
So, yeah.
Is there anyone who shouldn't do it?
People with schizophrenic disorders, people with deep mental issues, they are not ideal candidates because they might end up in the worst place. But with the proper medical assistance, I mean, everyone is candidate. Every human deserves, I think it's our birthright to have this experience.
Interesting.
To evoke this experience once in a lifetime. People who are taking antidepressants should also be with caution. But yeah, any other than that, there's no medical contraindication. I mean, I've treated people with cancer, with even lung disease, asthma, you call it, and
Depression.
of course,
Yeah.
that's the indication.
Yeah. Now, something about people with schizophrenia. I've heard theories that schizophrenia is a overactive pineal gland.
Yes, they're secreting way more serotonin and a whole bunch of neurotransmitters.
So taking in something like 5-MeO-DMT,
I mean, those people
it could potentially be. Could it help reset it?
Yes, I think at the end of the day, 5-MeO-DMT is gonna end up having a whole bunch of medical applications on the medical field, especially on the mind, on the brain. So I wouldn't be surprised. So I was just saying, like, for those kind of people, they should take the medicine with, you know, medical supervision.
Sure. In the best possible
in the best
setting.
possible scenario.
Yeah.
Yep.
gonna have to try some of this
I thought we were
5-MeO.
gonna do it after the show.
The toad?
We are gonna smoke some toad.
Right.
Okay.
All right, just check that toad out.
Look at, doesn't he have a glow coming
Oh
out?
yeah,
Like,
totally,
really
man.
Different, dude.
Your energy is totally awesome.
This guy got some racket going, man.
It was beautiful, man. It was such an honor.
We might do that once more, man. Huh? That's beautiful. Oh, God.
Well, we're back, man.
Wow.
These guys took me to heaven and back, man. They took me somewhere I've never been before, man.
That
Wow.
was quite a ride, Mike. Definitely.
We're going to
That was
have to do that
beautiful.
again, man. That's something that you have to try again. But and now I can handle it, I guess. I believe I can, because now I know where I'm going. Before I didn't know where I was going. Like, fuck, I'm dying here. Let me go. Get the fuck out of here.
Wow,
Right?
man. So what was it like, Mike?
It was scary. I was scared at first. Once the medicine started working, I started getting a little paranoid at first. I said, I wanted to stop. I said, stop the shit right now. Stop it right now. Explain it, man. Go ahead.
No. Let's hear it first
And I was
from your
saying,
side.
Stop this shit right now. The next thing you know, I'm threatening them. If you don't stop this motherfucker, I'm gonna kill you, man. I'm gonna kill you. I'm talking crazy in there.
Wow.
And yeah, I'm really talking crazy. I'm really kind of scared. And the
Yeah.
next thing you know, I started talking to him.
Panic. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's normal?
Oh yeah, absolutely, man.
Yeah.
Medicine definitely touches that. It exposes you to definitely to fear.
I would have been afraid if I was in there. I was afraid.
No. The deepest fear that everyone shares is the fear of dying, the fear of like going through actual physical death. And the medicine does ego death. So ego death can feel pretty much as real as actual physical death. So that's the scary part, Mike. But once you're over there, boom,
But
you.
do people respond like that? Come on, honestly, they respond like that?
Every person responds uniquely. I've
Yeah.
seen a pattern. There's like 21 different human responses, and but what I saw, what you had was a normal response. Quite powerful though. No, what else can you share, Mike?
Yeah, what happened when you blasted through that, man?
And I actually never really blasted through that. I'm really trying to get it all together right now, you know?
Really?
That's why I'm calling Dr. Gerry
Still trying
a
to come
dick
back from
still,
it,
you
yeah.
know? I'll never call him a dick when he's a dick because he makes exposed. Oh, God.
Interesting. So you said you went to heaven and they took you to heaven and you came back. Could you see these guys? Could you see Dr.
absolutely.
Jerry?
Yeah, I could see Gerry and I could see his assistant and stuff.
You could see him in the room with you
Yeah.
still when you went on this. Was it like a trip or was it?
Yeah, I could see him moving around and stuff. He's moving from one place to another. I thought, what were you trying to do, man?
No, but getting out of your out of your way, no, so that you could fully expand without any interference. No, but I was happy to be there to assist you.
Because I kept my eye on you, huh?
But you went through a process. You had a singularity nonetheless.
Tell me about that.
You released a whole bunch of stuff. No,
Tell me about that shit, man.
well, I basically witnessed Mike releasing all things that we carry. No, and I think you feel pretty lightweight now. There's actually a glow in your face, Mike.
Yeah, there really is. You look like you're glowing. for
Mike,
sure.
your
It's-
energy is unbelievable, man. It's off the charts right now, bro. You got a smile on your
Did y'all
face.
plan on me to come in here and do this shit with this guy?
No.
That was
It
your
might have been
idea.
Rob's
It's not
plan.
set up. This is me being my addict, you know what I mean, response, huh?
I'll do that. No, man, but I think
was
that's
awesome.
that's the attitude,
Yeah.
because at the same time,
You know, can I tell you something? I never smoked crack before, but it reminded me of crack because I had the little pipe
Yep.
holding on to. Oh no! Don't stop! Hold on! And he was going 8, 9. I said, God, I want to hold it because it's hurting. I want to let it out. I want to let it out. I don't wanna
Oh,
let it
wow.
out.
And you took the whole hit, brother. You did great. I'm really proud of you, Mike.
Oh,
Really.
really? I bet you are.
well, that's pretty awesome,
really am.
Dr. Jerry. It's for you to
I can't
come
even
and
explain. That's why I have to do it again and stuff.
sure,
I'll be prepared the next time.
yeah, man. Now, Dr. Jerry, as far as that goes, I mean, when can somebody do round 2?
Right after that.
Right
he said.
after.
Right after.
Right after. Actually, when I tried it the first time, as soon as I came back, the guy said, "Would you like to go again?" And I'm like, "No way! Is that even
Really?
possible? No way, man! No." He's like, "Hit it, man!" And I hit it, and yes, oh yes. And maybe 8 years ago, I had also the chance to be with an artist, a painter and a sculptor. We stayed at his studio the whole night from 8 p.m. till sunrise, taking the toad.
Wow.
Every hour. And we just, went getting deeper and deeper. This is a fascinating medicine.
So you don't build up any kind of tolerance to it or anything?
Not with toad.
Really?
Not with toad. You may have to do some adjustments to the dose, but there's no need to, no resting
That's not
period.
true because right now I said, well, I want to go there again. I'm a little leery, but I said, God, I think I want to do that again.
Wow. It's amazing, man.
Calls you.
Well, I'm really proud of you, Mike.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Congratulations, dude. Hey, you went and did something very few people have the courage to do.
Are you serious?
Yeah, there's a lot of people that are scared to do that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Because of how deep it takes you, It takes you to a place that a lot of people are scared to go to.
Yeah.
And you said it yourself. I'm going to quote you, Mike. You said, this thing takes you to your nature, to get to know who you are, and you might not like it, but that's what it does. It takes you to the nature of the self. That's in your words, but that's pretty much what you shared to me.
I could feel the energy of this whole experience just sitting out here in the room.
It's really palpable.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's pretty powerful, man. Well, I don't know if
Well, I didn't know it was like some Zach wanted to do it too.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'd love to see Zach experience.
Yeah. Love to see Zach afterwards.
But right afterwards, when I kind of like phased out, first thing I would do, I couldn't help but to find this joint. I zeroed in on this joint over here, and this lighter.
That was the first thing.
Yeah.
Well, Dr. Gerry,
Calm me
talk a little
down.
bit about that, the synergistic effects of cannabinoids and DMT.
Well, it's known that cannabis, depending on the strain, has a very specific effect on the experience. For example, sativa strains tend to reactivate the medicine, while indica tends to help integrate, tend to ground yourself. So that can be taken also as an admixture, no?
Interesting.
If you're taking shrooms or LSD, and you take a puff and boom, you're gonna blast off again.
Yeah.
If it's sativa.
Interesting.
And if it's like, whoa, too
I
much,
can see
too
that stuff
much.
he said, no, but I can see that stuff being addicting. I can see somebody wanting to go there again
Really?
and again and again. Yeah.
Few people really identify with the medicine and with the process. And I definitely have some groupies that follow me all over the world that, are fond of the medicine.
I use it constantly, huh?
I personally take it once a month. I think it helps me to realign myself, to remember my purpose, and it's like a self-whipping mechanism, no? Like, hey, remember. No?
Interesting.
It works for me, at least.
Yeah.
That's what it said when I first got. I said, hey, don't let these motherfuckers in your life.
You tried to find
Really?
it.
Yeah, so hey, stop this shit right now. I wanted to stop right now, but of course you
And it
can't
wouldn't
stop.
let you
No.
stop.
Can't.
stop.
No. Once those
I'm
reactors
saying,
are
oh, this
activated.
is bullshit. I gotta go.
There you go.
This shit. This is bullshit.
You're still there. You're still present, even when you're having this experience?
Well, the thing is, the way this medicine works is that it starts by dissolving the ego gradually. So it's a process that, it's just getting stronger and stronger and stronger. And it's not until we let go that the ego or self completely dissolves that we go to the next step, which is the entheogenic phase. And that usually takes two pathways. If we have to do some healing, there might be some release of vomiting, saliva, spitting, screaming, crying. It depends on the individual, on the personality, but there is a release, a healing mode. If not, the entheogenic phase can take the route of a divine message. There is a message that's usually delivered to each and every one of us that's going to help us be a better man, a better person, have a deeper appreciation of life. And I mean, as soon as we come back from that, we're like, whoa.
Exactly, because I thought, whatever, when I thought I was mean to the girl, and the next thing I wake up and she's like, "Hi."
She's probably seen that many times before.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's awesome, man.
That's
I'm so
awesome.
stoked for you, man. And Dr. Gerry, it's pretty cool, man. Having Mike Tyson, continue this message on from his place in the universe.
He's a champ. I told him, "You're the
so
champ,
funny,
man."
Dr.
I
Gerry.
mean it, man. You got some balls, Mike. Like really, man.
Hell
but
yeah,
I'm
bro.
pretty sure you didn't expect where that was coming. No, when it hit you.
I love it, man.
Oh man, it was
Well,
beautiful to witness.
That's so awesome. Anything else you want to say, Mike?
No, that was just a riveting experience,
Amazing, man.
You'll get more clarity, I assure you.
Yeah, I'm
It's
sure
going to
things
continue to unravel itself. No,
Why you just can't have that naturally? Why we just can't go to the store and buy that stuff?
right?
Do you think
Trying to get
that's?
that happen, huh?
Do you think it should be available? And
That should definitely that like we spoke before. No, this can have a huge potential and have many applications. And I haven't met a person who hasn't benefited, even if they have a very dark and negative, or I don't like to call it negative, just a challenging process. Even if they go through that, they feel great. They feel the change, and the universe is gonna smile back at you stronger, brother. Like it's really palpable, the changes on the body, on the mind, post exposure. So stay in touch. Let me know how, because the reports are that everyone has a better appreciation of life. They deal with
I wanna
stressful
be different now after
situation.
this.
It really does a huge rewiring on the brain. So
no, this is pretty stressful, man. I didn't think it would be stressful. It's pretty stressful.
yeah,
And you still want to do it again. That's because you know it works.
yeah.
I want
you
to be
can
able
feel
to
it.
enjoy the high this time.
Yeah.
I don't want to be like freaked out and stuff. I want to be like a flower child next time. Next time I'll be nice. Hi guys, how's everything
Yeah,
going?
the guy I was talking about, my buddy I was talking about earlier, the one that he actually saved from addiction, he had to do it twice as well because the first time he fought it a little bit, he didn't get the full experience,
Yeah,
and then the
fought
second
it.
time really, really, really cured him and helped him a lot, saved his life.
Amazing. It's amazing, man. Well, thank you so much again.
You want to
for
go
coming.
one more time?
let's hit it.
Maybe Mike will do it again. But until next time, thank you, Dr. Gerry.
No, thank you, brother.
It's awesome, man. Gonna have to
Such
have you
an honor.
back when you're back in LA after your world tour. And
Man, people should. So you go on tour and people going to try it on tour as you travel.
Yes, I've got.
He currently does that already.
Yeah.
How many years you been doing that?
You got any
Doc?
film of that? That's gonna be awesome. Got anybody on film doing that?
They've done a few short how do you call them?
Documentary?
Documentaries about my work.
That's a hell
Like
of a
brief,
drug.
but yeah, we've been around. I've been working now, like traveling nonstop for more than 3 years.
wow,
I just flew in from London, and flying now to Uzbekistan. So
Amazing.
yeah, it's busy schedule.
awesome, man. Well, keep up the great work.
Thank you, brother.
We
Such an honor to
appreciate
be
it.
here. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for coming.
Mike. You're the
Thanks,
champ.
Dr. fucking Gerry.
Dr. fucking Gerry. All right, guys. Until next time, we're out of here.
Spreading that love and high.
That's right.
That's really some good stuff, though.